and going to bring on Matt from ASIMOV. Matt, how you doing? It's good to have you here.
Hello, thank you very much. Hey, everybody. I'm Matt from ASIMOV Protocol. And yeah, let's look at what we have done today. So it's been a lot of little incremental bits and pieces this week that we've been working on. So let me just present here, share screen. And here we go. Right. Cool. So the ASIMOV protocol, for those of you that don't know, we're working on a public decentralized knowledge marketplace. So the big beachhead use case we're solving for at the moment is when you go and ask an LLM a question and it comes back with a response, you have to double check that response. If you were on a few weeks ago, you remember us chatting about this, and Cameron mentioned about going to Thailand and asking ChatGPT, are there any dangerous animals here? ChatGPT saying, no, you're fine. And then him finding out that the hotel had warned that elephants had, had been trampling people. So it's just a random example there. But that's the thing we're trying to solve is LLMs often hallucinate information. And so we're trying to give them verified knowledge to work from. So within our repository, we've got a whole bunch of sort of packages. Some of these public, some of these not quite yet, but I think all these ones are public here. But just to highlight two that we've been doing some work on at the moment, ASIMOV CLI that you can go to. And ASIMOV CLI is our main CLI that allows you to interact with the ASIMOV platform. And you can install that directly now using Cargo or Homebrew as well. Plus, we've got package managers for other platforms as well, Scoop, Nix, Flatpak, etc., depending upon what platform you're on. But that's your main entry point as a sort of end user and a producer of information to the ASIMOV protocol. What does that allow you to do? Well, one of the things is to use the dataset CLI, which is a addition to this. And the dataset CLI that you can install, again, through similar means, allows you to actually publish data to the network. I was going to do a live demo here, but was having a few issues just beforehand. So here's a screenshot showing what was going on. But here we have the ASIMOV dataset CLI, and we are publishing to testnet, to a particular repo here, two different RDF data sets that are taken from OpenStreetMap, right? So these are two data sets from the OpenStreetMap data set that describe countries, boundaries, roads, all of that kind of stuff, but in a knowledge graph format. So that allows you to load those up. So you can use the CLI to publish them. It will go ahead and prepare them, chunks them into batches, and then uploads them to the testnet. On the other side of things, we've got a few widgets here we've been working on. So we have a map widget here that allows you to render some of the information that you might see. So again, OpenStreetMap information, and a graph widget that lets you do network graphs, for example. So this is the graph widget running here. You can see here we've got an area of France here, Breton, and we can actually click on this and it will bring up the original OpenStreetMap data. So this is just a widget on its own, but this is just one of the parts that we are working on towards the whole visualization of this marketplace. So yes, that's the main thing. So ASIMOV CLI, ASIMOV dataset publish, and the two widgets that we have there for rendering stuff. Just as a bonus to throw in here as well as a demo, I've been working on something to automatically transcribe messages, voice stuff, and put it into a knowledge graph. And as with all live demos, I've been trying to demo it right here to pick up everything I've just said, and it's come up blank. Demo gremlins. But just to show you, so this is taking a query from the last update that I did, in which I was talking about our trip to San Francisco. So this was live coding, creating a knowledge graph from that. So you can see on here bits and pieces about, problems with LLMs, hallucinations, artificial intelligence, we're in the US talking about blockchain, the near ecosystem, and you can then query it. So what problem is ASIMOV solving? And actually referencing the graph with specific relations, it comes back and says that ASIMOV develops the ASIMOV protocol. The ASIMOV protocol aims to address hallucinations, and it defines what hallucinations are. So it says, therefore, ASIMOV is developing the ASIMOV protocol to address the problem of hallucinations in large language models. So that's just kind of a demo of some of the stuff that we're sort of using just as a just to sort of test and kick the tires of some of the bits and pieces we're working on. There we go. Thanks very much.
Matt, that's super exciting, man. How can you and public AI kind of work together here? Because it seems like they have a lot of people who can, provide data and help address these hallucinations.
Yeah, no, that's great. I was watching that just then, and I was thinking we should be collaborating on this. So yeah, we'll reach out to them and chat and see, because they've got all of that, language information, for example, that they were demoing there. To be able to surface that through ASIMOV would be fantastic. So yeah, definitely we'll be in touch.
And that is one of the reasons why we run these spaces. Is like we can all actually work together to solve this giant issue of open source AGI. So Matt, thank you so much for hopping on. Chris, bringing you on.